welcome. I'm Patty Blackstaff, Institute Fellow at the Institute for Digital Transformation. Today, I have the pleasure to chat with Dr. Frank Granito, Chief Scientist at the Institute and Principal Author of our new book, Digital Transformation Demystified. Welcome, Frank.
Well, thank you very much, Patty. Pleasure to talk to you today.
You know, at the Institute and in your chapter, I really want to talk a little bit about how you discuss the concept of readiness for digital transformation. I'm going to jump right in because I'm quite excited about this, having spent years and years in organizational change management, as well as digital transformation. The readiness piece is so important. Why do you believe readiness is so important?
Well, you know, as an old athlete, and when I say old athlete, I do mean old athlete. You never just walked out and played a game. You always practiced or rehearsed or something like that. You got ready. So whether you're a sports team, a military unit, or even an organization, readiness is the constant training and preparing for the next mission, basically. So in the context of digital transformation, it's the building and refining of capabilities and culture to perform and transform. The more prepared or ready an organization, the more likely it will be to achieve its desired outcome. So it's not a guarantee or a panacea, but more likely. So digital readiness is being prepared for the disruption of digital transformation. So that's kind of what we mean by that. And in fact, there's a Latin phrase, semper paratus. It means always ready, and it's the official motto of the United States Coast Guard, the Royal Hamilton Light Infantry Division of the Canadian Army, the U.S. Army 16th Infantry Regiment, and the Long Beach, California Fire Department. So that's their motto, always ready. So we want to, when we talk about readiness at the Institute, we talk about organizations being always ready for change.
Right. And there is that whole planning piece that is such a big part that often gets kind of diminished because people want to jump in. And exactly. I understand there's 4 dimensions of readiness. Can you tell us what those are?
Very, very happy to do that. So our 4 dimensions are first, operational sustainability. And that means your organization has a stable operating base. So we look at maturity models like maybe ITIL or any other model like that. We don't want to be obsessed with getting into a maturity score. We want just enough structure that's basically right-sized for your organization. That's the first dimension. The second dimension is organizational agility, and that is defined as your organization can quickly adapt to change. Then we talk about strategic agility. Your organization can't anticipate change or maybe even drive change. And then finally, the 4th dimension is a disruptive culture. Your organization, their people, indeed the entire organization is receptive to implementing change.
So there's some major pieces of adaptability in all 4 of those dimensions with the organization, as you're talking about readiness. And so when I look at the 4 that you just mentioned, operational sustainability, organizational agility, strategic agility, and disruptive culture, I really want to know, how does an organization themselves know when they're ready based on those 4 dimensions?
Well, great question. So we've developed an operating model called the Digital Readiness Assessment. So what we've done is we break down each one of those dimensions into 7 attributes, and each one of those 7 attributes breaks down into characteristics. And we have a model that will assess all of those characteristics and give you, I'll put it in air quotes, a score. Not only will it give you a score, it will give you specific actionable things that you can do to increase your ability to be ready or increase your readiness. So we've developed this and we make it available to consultants and indeed enterprise partners as a part of our intellectual property. We don't actually do the assessment, but we make this available to you. It's a very lightweight and fairly inexpensive tool.
Fabulous. In terms of assessments, I mean, one can't understate the enormous value that I'm sure companies would get and the benefits that they will receive in being able to prepare for their digital transformation. I'm quite excited about the book. I just thank you so much, Frank, for a few minutes of your time so that we can understand a little bit more about the readiness piece, that area of expertise that you've contributed to Digital Transformation Demystified. And we sure look forward to that book coming out soon.
As we all do. And thanks for talking to me about readiness, because I think it's a topic that, as you said at the top of the interview, organizations sort of gloss over. They just go right into some sort of transformation, implement a technology, work with do different things that they think need to be done without having some sort of cultural and organizational platform with which to move forward. And we think that's really very important and often overlooked. So thank you very much for talking to me about that today.
I have 20 years of history in where that proves itself very, very, very important. I just want one last thing I want to ask, Frank. If people are interested in reaching out, where do they find out about you or the book?
Well, the very easy place to go is our website, www.institutefordigitaltransformation.org. And everything you ever wanted to know about the Institute, our intellectual property, our Institute fellows like yourself, all our content, how to be a member.
Thank you ever so much for your time today, Frank. I really appreciate it. And I can't wait to see some reactions to that readiness assessment because I see it as being a highly valuable piece. Thank you.
You are welcome, Patty. Thank you very much.